Happy New Day to all within the sound of my voice. I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but some instances happened, and I was like, wow, I have to go live about that because that is incredible. You understand your power, your gifts. That's really what I want to talk to you about. My mom had a message in church, was that your gift makes room for you, and it really does. Before I talk about those, I wanted to talk about what actually made me do a video today. So me and my daughter had to run to the post office. We had to drop off a letter, and I'm standing there with the ink pens that they provide you. None of them is working. I'm scratching, scribbling. I noticed that someone comes in the door behind me. I look at them, and it was a lady with another lady. And I go back to trying to make this ink pen scratch, like work, like please work. Because the way this post office work is they will put you in the back of the line regardless. Even if they give you a pen, they're going to put you in the back of the line. So this lady, as I look up, she is looking me in the eye. Now, she don't know nothing about what I need or anything. She's just like, do you need a pen? And I was like, yeah, thank you. No, I'm just saying thank you. She hands me the ink pen, and I go to write. Like, I started writing my husband's name at the top. Like I put the pen to the paper, and I go to look back over, because I still feel her there. I go to look back over there, and this woman is gone. She is gone. There's nowhere in the world that she took off running. I would have heard it. I would have heard her. I would have heard the door shut. She just, it was like she just came to give me a pen, and now I'm standing there. I'm like, God, what the world is like? So God is like telling me, like, I will make sure you have everything you need. Like, you don't even understand how much I got you. So before that, I was just, preaching the choir to my husband, to family members, about how God works, and like he will do this for you. Like, so he had this impossible situation this morning with, like, he did everything right, and when he got to the place, it was like 20 trucks in front of him, and he's like, babe, I don't know how I'm gonna get home on time. This could take 7 hours. And I was like, honey, God will cause them to move all them folk out the way and pick you, like. But he couldn't see it, so I'm just holding on to faith. Hey guys, I'm just holding on to what I know, like, from my past. Like, has God ever failed you? Has he ever let you down? I'm like, no, he's never did that. Has it always been when you asked him something, he did it? I was like, yes, every single time. And I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. Like, there was never a time where he didn't fix it for me just like that. So I'm preaching to him. I get off the phone with him. He texts me back like, babe, they just called me back. And I'm like, oh my God. Like he was like, I know what you gonna say. You gonna say that you like, but it's not that. It's just that I know when I ask the Most High for something, that's exactly what he does. So I said to him, like, listen, by the time me and the baby get home, you gonna be writing me, telling me you on your way home. This man writes me as we walking through the door, saying we on our way home. Now, I just spoke this into existence. I just said these things. I just said them based off what I know. Do you know who you serve? Like, do you know that you got priority? Like, when I went in the post office, they have priority packaging. Like, do your request have priority? When you ask the Most High something, is it an answer like immediate? When you have a right now need, does he say, okay, that one takes priority? You got to know your status. You have to know your status. You got to know who you are in the universe. And I know who I am. So when I ring God's number, I know he gonna answer me. He gonna always answer me. That's the relationship I have built with him since I was a little girl. I always know God got me. Don't nobody else got me. He gonna have me just like this. Hang on, baby. I'm gonna change it. Hold on a second. You don't want to see him? You want to watch that one?
Yeah. It's ABC time. Let's count.
Hold on. Still being a mommy. But yeah, so I'm walking and I'm revelating on different things he's got going through my head, different questions I've asked about things. And usually when I take a walk, I'm meditating. I'm walking, I'm conscious of what's going on around me, but I'm also very conscious of the serenity that I have walking. So I tune in to spirit. I really tune into spirit. And he's explaining to me how we all have these gifts. Like, there is nothing in this world that God didn't put a gift in. Your gift makes room for you. Your gift, when you tap into your gift, that's where your money is going to start flowing in from. You have to tap into that, because that is what's special about you. You can be the most amazing person in the world. Nobody in the world will know it until you put it out there, until you make yourself valuable. You have to make people see, man, that right there is rare. Like, what you have is so rare that when you start to broadcast it, the people that's for that is going to come to you immediately. It's nowhere around it. I could pull up countless scriptures and Psalms and Proverbs about the gift that's in you. Your unique gift. It could be talking to people. It could be making things with your hands. It can be singing. It could be you're really great with numbers. It could be interior design. It can be any of those, but people will never know the gift you have until you showcase it. Case in point, Marie Callender's. I was just researching her life this morning while I'm meditating. God is bringing all of this to me. He was like, do you know how Marie Callender's started her business? And I was like, no, actually I don't, but I love her pies. So he said she was working at this restaurant, and the restaurant was going out of business. Like, it was suffering. And she just offered one day, hey, you know what? I see the business is not doing so good. How about I bring in one of my pies? People love my pies. Like, I'm going to bring it in. And the boss was like, you know what, do whatever. Because he was just fed up with whatever was going on. Like, the business dying. I'm going to have to shut it down. XYZ. She brought a pie in, sold a pie, sold slices of the pie. The people came back the next day saying, we want pie. She had to leave work, go home, make a pie, come back. The next day, it was so many people there. They said, listen, I don't just want a slice. I want my own pie. She had to go home. It took her 4 hours. She went home, made these pies, came back. Needless to say, that the man said, listen, we don't sell burgers and all that stuff no more. We sell pies. You come here, you buying a pie. That woman now owns, I don't know how many chains of restaurants for making pies. How many of y'all went in Walmart and seen Marie Callender's pie? God put a gift in that woman to make pies. If your gift is making chicken, you better get in that kitchen and fry some chicken. You better go get you some Crisco. I use grapeseed. Get you some cooking oil and get the frying. So what shame is it to fry some chicken? KFC doing it. Popeye's doing it. Why you can't be a billionaire off frying chicken? Why you can't? Who cares? If you got billions of dollars off of cooking a piece of chicken, would you go cook some chicken? Yes, you would go cook some chicken. You can't worry. If you're worried about what other people gonna look at, that you worried about how they are going to treat you because you fry chicken, or because you can hem clothes good, or because you can make doll clothes. If you let that stop you, you will never live up to your full potential. That is the mistake so many people make. God gave you that special gift, and only you can do it. And you know what it is, because when you do it, you feel good, you feel happy, you feel free. When you wake up in the morning going to a job that you got to clock in, that is not why you're here. That's not the gift God put into you. It can help you fine tune that gift. Matter of fact, on a job, I'm just talking about me. When I got hired at one of these hair chain stores, the man initially hired me, and my daughter done got the remote. Hold on, give me that. And that's why the TV ain't working, fat mama. You trying to make it work, huh? I know, I'm gonna fix it. Huh? You can't mess with the remote, baby. Okay. So, when I got hired at this one hair store, the man hired me because of how sweet I was. Like, he knew, like, you know, I know your parents. Like, I know that you have good upbringing, that you're not gonna steal or do something wrong. Like, he knew that of me. Once I got in the job and I started working it, people was coming in there for hair at first. It was coming for hair. And my whole approach with anything is I completely relate to you. When I'm with you, it's me and you. So when I'm telling them about the hair and what it do, I'm also looking at their life, how this hairstyle is going to affect them. Yes, I am a beautician too. So I'm looking at all of these aspects, and they're standing there and they're just like, wow. And it's like, I came all the way from XYZ. I usually go down there, but God told me to come here. This is out of the people's mouths. In 4 years' time, it was people coming from Maryland. I mean, New York. People coming down. They made it their business to come every so many months just to talk to me. They came there. I got this man business opportunities with other people. They was like, listen, we want to buy bulk from you. We don't just want one pack. We want all of that line of 1B30 or whatever it was. This is hair colors I'm calling out. It's like, I want all of this. And they did that because of me. I was so valuable to this man that he went to giving me, look, you can have discount all this. You can get this at this time. I let you put all of this on hold. If you want to buy from me, you buy it, you take it now, and then you pay me over time. That was the relationship that I had with that boss. Now I'm making this man every day. I would watch him clock out, just punching out. He would make over $120,000 a day or more. Just because of the approach I had. He saw my worth, he saw my value, but I also began to see my value too. And people saw it, and they said, listen, you can't stay here. You got to do something else. You got to do something else with your gift. So I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead on and do my own hair business. I was called the Beautician on Wheels, Hair on Wheels. And I did that, I think I was called the Traveling Beautician. Anyway, I made cards for it. People began to know me as, you that girl that come to folk house and do your hair. I said, yes, ma'am. And I would bring everything you need. I brought all things that you need. I brought so much stuff that it became normal for me to show up at the house to do one person head, but it was several other people there. That was normal. I was always ready for that. I always came prepared even before it happened because I understood the value of my gift. I went, now at first, now this is how success works. Sometimes you gotta give something to get it back. So I was doing people hair for $35. Sometimes cheaper than that. Sometimes I ain't charge them nothing. You have to realize the power of your gift is so strong that it don't matter if you give a few things away. It don't matter. Because God is saying, oh, I got something in store for you. God will have the right person to show up and they will give you your worth. One day I'm doing this lady hair and another beautician had just really did her bad. Had put a chemical in her hair on purpose, and her hair was still falling out. When she came to me, she was doing like this and it was coming out her head. She said, please save my hair. And I said, ma'am, this is what I got to do. She was like, I don't care what it costs, just fix my hair. I said, I'm not going to charge you for that. I'm going to fix your hair for you. Okay? And I'm not going to tell you the amount of money that she gave me. But when she put it in my hand, I was shocked. I said, ma'am, I'm not charging you for any of this. She's like, I don't care. She was like, this is yours. I told God that the person that fixed my hair, that I was going to give it to him. And she gave me that. And I looked at it like, well, wow. If God did this for me, for just doing for free stuff, yeah, over time my prices did go back up. But I learned that it's okay to, like, people make it like, oh, if you do something free, you do something. No, that, baby, that's bringing you business. I have did so many people's hair for, oh my God, hairstyles like this. This is a full-on crocheted, full head crochet, braided down and all. And she running around watching TV. I'm not putting her on this, but I did on hairstyles like that for little or nothing, and I watched God come through. When I asked him about it was one time it was a light bill, and at the time I had went half and half. I told my it was a family member. I said we gonna go half and half on this bill, because it's not my fault or your fault or whatever that it got like this. So I had my part, and they was like, oh, well, you can do it. Like, they just ditched me. They didn't help me at all. I was like, God, I went straight to God. I was like, God, fix this for me. And he did. I went to work and I did. Hi, honey. It's Ozzy. I went to work and
what's up, baby?
I made that money. Like, it was just like they were handing it to me. I was doing hairstyles, I know, for at least $60. But the people was tipping me $100. They was like tipping me $100. Like, here, this is for you, but this is for my hair. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter playing with her daddy. But yeah, so you got to know that. You got to understand that. And my advice to everybody today is to find out what your gift is and tap into that. And there you will find all the money that you need. And I'll talk to y'all more at another time. Love y'all. Peace.